right. Here's the question you got to ask yourself. This is what I want to know.
All right.
Post Raisin Bran or Kellogg's Raisin Bran? You're missing your cans. You doing without?
Yeah, I'll go without them, man.
All right. You
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
All right, man. It's going to keep you more in the game with them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Every pro podcaster says that.
All right.
You know that, right?
Well, we'll see. Okay. Post Raisin Bran?
Post Raisin Bran or Kellogg's Raisin Bran? There is a difference.
Okay, if we're going Raisin Bran, I think I gotta go Post Raisin Bran.
Word.
Yeah.
That's what. I didn't figure it out until like last week.
But just corn flakes, then you gotta go Kellogg's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kellogg's is flaky as hell.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. All right, I think we're getting in here, people. What do you got to say, Tim?
I don't know about what.
Anything, man. Anything.
Started getting back into painting minis again.
What, minifigs?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Which ones?
For Kill Team.
Whoa.
It's in the 40K universe.
Is that the one you told me about a few months back? Like
Yeah,
a month or so back? All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. So you're painting those. That's like little brushes and like model paint?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have the patience for that.
Oh, it takes a while.
I bet.
Yeah, like
I definitely don't have
like
the patience.
nine figures, and like took all day yesterday just to like get them like all together and like primed, and then like cleaned up too, because like there's flash and stuff. You want to like clean up mold lines and stuff, and prime them, and then get like the first layer. Like then I fell asleep. Takes it out of you.
Dang. Yeah. So hobbies, man. Hobbies is on the agenda for today. Hobbies. You got another good one. And do we want to lead? Like, do we want to go serious or do we want to go fun?
I don't know. Go serious first.
All right,
'cause
serious?
You had a few. Yeah.
Yeah. There's two things that I thought of that I wanted to bring up. One, and we kind of touched base on it barely in the past, and that was kids in the internet.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people. Nobody really agrees on an appropriate age to introduce a kid to the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's one thing. Obviously, the smaller they are, you're going to go with kid-friendly stuff. Kids YouTube. They do make browsers for kids. There's kid mode. There wasn't always on smartphones at first. There wasn't in tablets. There wasn't, but now most phones have like a kid mode. You know, like where it puts them into a safe browser. If they try YouTube, it's going to be kids YouTube. Basically, real restricted for kids.
Yeah.
It's good to see that coming about. There's all kinds of software out there, like Net Nanny and other similar stuff that is going to try to keep your kids safe if they have a computer and have access to the internet.
Well, that's what Nintendo, like a lot of the stuff they do is all about that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think if you're going to give a kid access to the internet, and when I say kid, I don't mean like 15, 16. I'm talking like 10 and down, maybe like 8, 9 and down.
Well, I think like the walled gardens we were saying, like
Right.
like a series of them. You know what I mean?
Another thing is, I don't think I would give them unrestricted access to their own computer. I would have it on a big screen, like in the family room.
So supervised. Yep.
Right. Very supervised is one thing, but another thing, and if people haven't seen it, like, and this is, I mean, I guess kids could probably fall into it too. I don't know of any episodes that it happened, but To Catch a Predator, that's a real thing. Like, some people thought that wasn't a thing until Chris Hansen started doing that show. That's more teenagers, you know, you know what I mean?
Like
teenagers that fall into going and meeting older people or having older people come meet them. But focusing specifically on kids, here's my next point to the kids in the internet. Kids and social media.
Okay, yeah.
At what age would you say it's okay to introduce a kid or your kid to social media? Because I'll bring up a few things, but there's many points to this that are detrimental to a kid developing.
Yeah.
And this is with like no research. This is just off the top of my head.
Oh,
Stuff
yeah.
I can think of.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like even just like screens in general, man.
Yeah,
Just
that was one thing I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
these things are designed to be real persuasive.
Oh yeah.
Phones, computers, tablets, even it's seeping its way into game consoles.
Oh, yeah.
Like game consoles have access to the internet now.
Yeah, yeah.
So an age for social media for a kid, I would say very supervised at maybe 15, 16. I know the minimum on Facebook, I think, is what, 13? You have
Yeah.
to be 13 to create an account.
I'd say like around when you're starting to drive, like falls in line with like certain other like levels of trust for like someone growing up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Send it. Send it, man.
Sounds like a model airplane, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
We thank you. We thank you.
Yeah, hobbies.
Hear my tiniest clap. No. And why I say, okay, 13, and people can lie and create an account. I know. I lied and created an account for my daughter just so she could text me and video me on Messenger. This was years back before there was there was other stuff to do it, but nothing is easy
Yeah.
with a non-activated phone or like a tablet, something without a cell connection.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there wasn't an easier way than Messenger at one point to do it that I know of. I could be wrong. And I created an account and then just went and changed stuff later. But it's not something that she can just take and go and do on her own. It's something that she does with supervision to call me or call her mom or my wife or whoever she wants to call. She does it with us there. And then when she's done, that's shut down.
I could have a pin that she doesn't know.
We do that on her Kindle Fire. We have a pin she don't know, all kinds of parental controls enabled, and also the purchasing aspect of.
Yeah, you don't want to tie it. Yep. Don't tie a credit card to something you're giving to your kids.
If you have an Amazon device, be careful handing an Amazon device to a kid.
It's pretty easy to buy. Like, you'll be sitting there and like, why is there a bunch of like oats? Like, I did not order like a pallet full of oats.
Right, and it's not as easy as one click, but it's like 3 clicks, and stuff is on its way to your house, or new movies are bought, a new game was bought. It actually happened to us, and we were, luckily, my wife caught it, and we were like, of separate games that were like $1.99, we were under $20 that was going to be charged. And I was like, you know what? I'll go put the money in the bank, pay for it, let her have the games, but get parental controls all enabled in the appropriate way in that thing. Because if you enable them all, it really locks the device down, and it's dumb. They're going to be bugging you like every 2 minutes to unlock it for them. So, yeah. But the kids in social media, I would say 15, 16 is a good age. Maybe introduce it at 13 and gradually give more access. But why it's detrimental to development is, like you said, the persuasiveness of the screen time sucking kids in. Even little kids, it sucks them in. I have my son. He's going to be turning 2. Okay, and screens just mesmerize him. Like he gets in the zone.
Yeah. Oh no, so I noticed that like my daughter's kind of wild. You know what I mean? But so was I at that age. But like I got into screens, but video games, like something active.
Right.
And then I calmed down. But like, yeah, she's just passively like.
If they're being kind of nutty, and you're like, hey, what's this?
Yeah.
Will they kind of like draw attention to that?
Well, that's the thing. Like, if we play a game with her, she calms down.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Another thing, it's not an accident. Are you froze?
Am I froze?
You might be.
I might be froze. Yeah.
I hope you're not. It looks like you are.
It looks like I'm froze.
Yeah. How did you freeze, Tim?
I don't know.
All right, you're back.
Am I back?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it.
Watch it now. Yeah.
Oh boy, how do I monitor something that's behind me?
I'll keep an eye peeled now that I know it's happening.
How about this for the rest of the show, since stuff isn't that important?
Yeah, I'll just keep an eye in the corner. Yeah, it's fine.
Wow.
Yeah, just I need to see that
wait,
something's moving.
That's the wrong window, man. I was moving the wrong window. I wanted actually that one up there.
Oh, that one there.
Make it bigger for you. How's that?
That's good. Yeah.
All right. So you're still moving.
That one I could see pretty good. Yeah.
Custom 1920 10. Video format. All right, back to the thing here. Another thing is obviously if you introduce it gradually, the internet as a kid, and then eventually at a much older age, social media, they only going to have so much time with you as they're growing up. After, when they're an adult, they can have the rest of their lives with social media.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's designed. That's what Facebook and Twitter, Instagram wants. The more time you spend on their app, on their site, the better for them.
Yeah,
That's
because
that's
that's
how they
more
want it, right?
watch time, more ad revenue. Yeah.
That is going to suck time away from you as a family with your kids. So, yeah, definitely, restrict access to it and set time limits, healthy time limits. One limit we have set with my daughter is like if she's going to be on her tablet for an hour, then go do something for an hour, put it down, or be on. If you're okay, you're really into the game, or you want to watch a movie, you're going to be on it 2 hours. Then you're going to go play for 2 hours, or do something not that for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But not like put that down and go pick up a phone for 2 hours. No, and oh, okay, you're not getting away with. You're going to spend 8 hours there because then the day is going to be wrapping up. No, you're not. So we usually break it at 2 hours is like kind of like the max. If
Yeah, that sounds about like an hour or two.
hour out usually, and usually it don't even last that long. Some days that are extremely boring, cabin fever, being cooped up in the winter.
Yeah.
Some of them days stretched on, but when it's nice out, she'd rather be outside on her swing set at the park. Now she's got a little brother growing up with her, little sister also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my our take on the social media and restricted access. And like I said, the devices are designed that way to pull you in. I even find I find myself doing it. Like I don't upload to Instagram often
Yeah.
because when I do open that app, it's like a time suck, like a
Yeah, it's
vacuum.
a scroll. Yeah, you just scrolling. Yeah.
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 Twitter I can put down instantly.
Yeah.
The Reddit app I can close that instantly because that's just trolls.
Yeah.
There's some good people.
There's some good. Yeah, I know. I just.
No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another point that I had about it. Yeah, obviously they'll have the rest of their lives through social media, but you're not going to get back time you miss. So I think it's okay if they know that it exists at a younger age because they probably see you on it.
Yeah.
Probably you take pictures like, oh, here, you upload it and then they want to see. That's
Yeah.
fine. But to give them access at, 10, 11, 12, that's kind of nuts. Even younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not social media.
No.
So the internet and social media are two different things. I never like I always have second thoughts before I throw something out there for a recommendation, right? Because we're not sponsored. We're not getting money from any products or people we bring up. We're not being sponsored at all. I like slamming people that have shady practices. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that. People that do stuff good, I like praising that. But
Yeah.
we try to keep names out of it for the most part. But I do want to say, if you have a youngster, a toddler, young, not like a teenager, it'd probably be boring for them. But like a kid that you're trying to get used to using a mouse and keyboard, using a touchscreen device. One semi-safe place that I found, and I can't say that there's no dirt on the whole site, but is pbskids.org, I think. Or, what's PBS? Is that public broadcasting station? Yeah, okay, yeah, PBS. They have a website with fairly easy and lots of games on. There's games on their videos that so far from what I've seen, are kid-friendly. There is another thing, I don't know if all schools have it, but there's a game that they start kids out on, Starfall. Real popular with my daughter. She wants to play it, but it is something that costs, I think, about $35, $40 if you want to have it at home. It's something that they introduce them to at schools. So, yeah, that's my take on that.
Well, I've spent $60 on a game before, so who,
Right,
right.
Yeah.
Like.
Frozen, man. I'm all frozen. All right, so moving on. That was, what did I say? Oh, those were my two. Those are my two, man.
Yeah. Oh.
I hate coughing with people listening, watching, but yeah, it happens. It comes with the territory. What are you going to do? So let's hear this. Hobbies, man. Hobbies is another good thing.
Yeah, you have some hobbies. Like
I have. We're doing one right now.
Yeah, this is a hot one.
One of my favorite is, dude, it's amazing, it's amazing that we can come in here and broadcast this like a live stream. Uh, we have the RSS feed, which is the audio version of the show. People listening to that, and we're not a radio station. We're just two guys. You know, two guys sitting down talking, and getting whatever message out there to the world. And whether we have one person watching, or 100,000 or 10,000, I I definitely think the more people there are, the more impact your words can have. But yeah, I think no matter the audience, even if it's one person, your words can have impact and probably influence somebody's day. So it's kind of amazing that it's not restricted. Kind of like we couldn't just open up and broadcast our own TV station that would come through on cable.
No, no, there's you got
I think we would have to pass some kind of inspection and get authorization. Just like I don't think we could have a radio station, could we?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe
Man.
a pirate one.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like Tom Green, like a bunch of Trevor Moore, like a bunch of people got their start like on public access. Man, like there's a lot of places like down around cities that they just have airtime and they have to fill it.
Right.
So
I was gonna bring him up too today. Old Tom Green.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Well, just he had some hit shows. He was in some movies, right? And then at one point, after he wrote, directed, produced Freddie Got Fingered, he kind of fell off. But he just went to do his own thing.
He didn't have he had some others, like a few things
right. But at the Freddie Got Fingered point is where the major momentum started dying out for him, I think.
Well, he had a show. His peak. Like I don't know, his peak. Like he was real popular when he had a show on MTV.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after that, the hubbub started dying down, and But no, I was gonna bring him up. That's I was thinking about it, trying to remember all the silly crap that he did.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the show was crazy.
What was it? The Bum Bum song, "Bum Was on the Rail."
Yeah.
That was just
at the time
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Now it seems pretty mild, right?
Tom Green, total fucking edgelord at the time.
Yeah.
Did they exist, edgelords, at that time?
I'm pretty sure they did, right?
So going back before Facebook and social media and the internet and flaming people on forums, comedians would be the edgelords of way back in the day.
I guess so.
Yeah. Fuck it. No, hobbies. I think it's healthy to have some hobbies.
Yeah.
I think also hobbies, if you are very minimal in your hobbies, meaning, your hobby is isolating yourself and being on the internet, that's probably not a good one.
Yeah.
You got to get outside, get some vitamin D, get some fresh air, salad, food, something. Go socialize.
Yeah.
But no. Also, hobbies are a big part of why YouTube blew up and propelled people able to take and I got a camera. I'm gonna make a video.
That's so there's this one guy. I'll give a shout out, I guess, because it's weird because studying his channel, you see something.
Right.
Lutein09, I think.
Okay.
He was apparently back in the day. I didn't know. Apparently he was a gaming channel. But now he just started doing 40K, tying back in Warhammer 40K lore.
Right.
And he's I saw a video pop up apparently I'm switching to this now, because he gets way more views off that.
It's crazy what gets views.
So, but tying into hobbies, that's kind of seems to be what the trend is on YouTube and stuff.
Hobbies,
and tying back into what I was going to say too about fandoms and people who have similar interests. Well, what I was my other topic. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people that you'll notice something, and I say it. If you've done any videos, you probably said it. But there are people that just constantly every video hammer the like and subscribe thing, and then I think once you get so big to a certain point, once you get so big to a certain point, I think you kind of got to do it here and there.
Yeah.
You're probably most likely working with somebody. You have some, you know what I mean? I apologize, man. I just can't get the dust out today. What is that? with a car. You blow the dust out.
Back in I think old. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
some
Whatever. Yeah.
can't get the motor started. But no, a lot of people that start with minimal subscribers and then blow up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's people that game the system. There's people that whatever hire Bangladeshian servers to hit their channel. But I mean, do you really want however many random servers in some country that are subscribed to your channel that are never going to watch a
Yeah,
video?
no one's watching. Yeah, who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
That type of stuff falls off. But people have gamed YouTube as a platform and other platforms. Podcasting, you can game your way to the top of the charts easy on that. I'm not going to throw it out there how to do it, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know how it's done. But people that have a hobby, should we throw examples out of people?
Oh, froze up again, man. Who cares?
You're froze?
Yeah, leave it like that. Leave it still picture. It's fine. That one's not bad. That one's not me looking down. That's fine. Just leave it.
I'm not kidding. There we go.
All right.
I'm gonna leave it there, man. Let's see if
Okay.
you do or don't freeze.
I'll probably freeze.
Yeah, I found some gold for you. We'll discuss it off the air. It's new cameras we're gonna be using. It's gonna be gold.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, should we throw examples out of hobby YouTubers that blew up?
Well, I
'Cause
think
I have a
that
few.
one's interesting. Like just because like he was like a gaming channel. I don't even know
Right.
specifically what games he played.
Right.
Really, but then like he shifted, following a hobby, and like I remember like there was a boom in like a lot of like early YouTubers with Call of Duty, and like that's fallen
yeah.
by the wayside, kind of like.
Yeah, but I mean, gaming's largely becoming more popular, ever popular on Twitch.
Here's the thing too. Like I know like the just chatting one is always up like in the top 5. Like I see it like number 3 here and there too.
What's that?
Just chatting.
They're just talking?
Yeah, people just chatting. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. Like
We need to do that.
we need to do that. Yeah.
People, if you catch this broadcast, tune in a week, maybe
Maybe
2
we'll
weeks.
just
We're
throw it
gonna
up
do a
on
call-in
Twitch.
show.
Yeah, we'll just throw it up on Twitch. Yeah.
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 Throw it up and see if we can get traction there.
Yeah.
I mean, some people like him, some people hate him. Alex Steele.
Oh yeah, we've talked about him. Yeah.
Right. He had a hobby.
Metalworking.
Yeah, metalworking, doing blacksmith
Blacksmithing,
type
yeah.
stuff. Learning about it, as he learned about it, shared how to do it, and at some point it just blew up.
Oh, he started off like learning about it through you like as he so he recorded as he was learning, or like he had some background.
He learned it as a kid, and then
Okay.
he started teaching classes during the weekend, like when he wasn't at school. And I think there came a time when he needed to either quit doing it and focus on school, or quit school and focus on that. And I think if I remember the episode, he talked about it. I
Oh, yeah,
think
he quit, like,
school,
quit school,
like
yeah.
grade school,
Yeah.
or high school, I guess it would be for them. But it was when he was not college; it was school.
Yeah.
And he quit that to focus on YouTube. And he was teaching. He also was teaching a class, I think, on the weekends, and he would live stream as that class was happening. But he would live stream him and his assistant while the rest of the people were sitting there listening to what he was saying, and it just started blowing up.
Yeah.
So that's one person who had a hobby. Another person that didn't become popular for years and pretty big YouTuber, Roman Atwood. He had a prank channel for what, like 7 years,
Okay.
5 to 7 years, and then eventually he started the vlogging thing, and it just that blew up.
Don't know if I'm too familiar with him actually.
He's from Ohio. Anyhow, Smile More. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty big YouTuber. I mean, not like PewDiePie size.
Yeah, but
Who's PewDiePie in the feud with?
oh, somebody's coming for it's. You always hear
T-Word?
about it. Yeah.
Huh? But it's like an Indian movie channel.
Yeah. Well, like, oh, I was watching like I don't know. I was watching like comparison videos, and like one of them was like richest people, and like the richest actor was a Bollywood actor.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like
T Series is the channel. It's PewDiePie versus T Series. They had a running who was going to get to whatever first, and I haven't followed it to see. That dude blew up. He was a gaming channel, PewDiePie.
yeah.
Like he
He
did.
still is. Like I think he does like other stuff too.
He
but,
did like some Let's Plays, and he would do certain videos on certain days, and it just Could you imagine having that many people subscribe to you, like checking out your content?
I imagine at one point you're just kind of insulated and you're living your life, and then, but yeah, then people recognize you here and there, I guess. Like,
Right, not
yeah.
being able to go out without people yelling out your name. That's that rabid fandom you
Oh
said
yeah,
about like,
yeah, yeah. Leading into that one, yeah.
and that also leads to getting you into stuff because you hear people talking about
Yeah,
so
you
and
hear
so,
buzz, yeah.
like yeah, like oh, what are they talking about? You hear a little bit, you go home, like check out what were they talking about. Oh, this is great, you know. So you just found some new content that you like.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure. That's one way I've gotten into some stuff. Actually, I'm trying to think. Yeah, yeah. There's a couple YouTubers, but I mean they were big before I got into them. Not like I got into them when they were nothing,
Yeah.
and then they blew up. No, they were big already, but I heard about stuff they did because it was stuff I had an interest in.
Mm.
You know who Casey Neistat is. Everybody knows
I've
that
heard of
name.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. A lot of people know that name. New York cameras. I don't want to say he's the first vlogger. There was a few before him. There was a
But
lot
he's one
before
of the
him.
earlier ones.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I know he was in New York around the time of 9/11.
Okay.
So that's years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's creeping
Yeah.
up on 20
And he's
years.
made multiple viral videos.
Mm.
But no, I think if you have a hobby, and that's another thing. People that succeeded on YouTube and other platforms, like having an online store, selling their product online, if their product is like blacksmithing or creating, airplane kits out of foam. Just examples from stuff that I watch and I'm a fan of. People that have that hobby and go about it and constantly try to improve their hobby, improve their craft,
Mm-hmm.
and learn more, and as they're doing it, share it with the world. Those, I mean, anybody that usually does that usually gets pretty successful. I mean, not always, and there's no time limit. It could be, a year, 2 years, 10 years.
Yeah, but it seems like the ones that are successful is just like perseverance. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah. Hobbies, man. If you don't have one, find one.
Hmm?
Like,
Yeah, they're nice. They're relaxing.
you're telling me, man, as stressful as this can get sometimes, like
Oh.
when stuff's going all wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, it to be able to have everything, engine firing on all cylinders, sitting down and talking, mics working. This is
Mm-hmm.
great. Like,
That's
so.
the hot, like painting has a little ASMR effect because of the brush. You're like, shh, shh.
Yeah, it's hitting the.
Yeah, there's like little sounds. Yeah.
I painted a model back in the day, a car,
Mm-hmm.
and I put hours into painting parts in that car. Like just painting little parts, and it was like a full, like I think it was like a Camaro, like a
Mm-hmm.
classic Camaro, like '69 or something. It took absolutely forever. I mean, days after school, weekends, I was working on this thing, and I just got so sick of it by the end of it. When I was like painting the outside of the body, I just started just like brushing the paint on, and it didn't even cover it entirely. It didn't clear coat. I just brushed some color on quick and put it on the shelf, like done.
Mm.
And that was the last one I ever did as a kid for
Oh.
model wise. But yeah, I think I put too much. I was going for too perfect, you know?
Yeah. Oh, and then you got frustrated and then went.
Yeah, and just
okay.
put it down, never picked it back up.
See, I don't know. Like I really got into like painting minis like 19ish, I think, and for like a few years, and I enjoyed it. And then I got too many, and then had a backlog, and then I don't know, started doing other stuff, and
Yeah. I can't say I've ever painted one of those myself. I know that I'm trying to think where I was that I saw, and they just had
oh, there's crazy.
like I was
they're-
in a shop somewhere, and I was just it was a hobby shop, and I was just overwhelmed with the amount of minis that I'm like, whoa, like
you can get like there's some surprisingly good like ones. Like
Yeah.
like
oh for sure.
yeah.
I think, and I think that's another thing too that if your kid has a hobby, I'm gonna try and make this all tie in together. That was the plan, and that's always the plan. We don't succeed,
Mm-hmm.
but that is always our plan. If your kid, whoever has a hobby, and you're, like we said, I was going for too perfect on the car,
Mm-hmm.
and that was real discouraging. I put it down and didn't pick it back up.
See, I didn't get like that with like video games either, but like I would always set something down and be like, okay, I'm just gonna walk away
Right.
and then come back.
I
Like
wouldn't do that. I would
uh,
keep on it till it was done, you know, and or till the point of exhaustion, or till the point of it's time for bed. Getting, you know what I mean?
you
I
always
I was bad at taking breaks.
the benefit I really noticed from doing that was like the fresh eyes thing. Like when you come back to something with fresh eyes, like
Yeah,
it seems a lot easier. Like rest, like
that
rested and
that's a skill I learned later in life.
hmm,
I go through that every week usually when I'm editing the audio show.
hmm,
I get to a point with it where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna step away. I'll get back to it later tonight or tomorrow.
hmm,
You know, I'll check it out. Then I got this much done now. There's still more that needs done, or maybe not. I'll come back to it with fresh ears, fresh eyes when I'm looking at settings, and you know, and sometimes I've a few times when I'm like, I was, there's two ways to go about it. Whenever you're talking sound quality, in my case, when I'm editing the show, the audio can be good or good enough.
hmm,
And I'm always striving for that good, better, best. You know what I mean? Like as far as me, but often whenever I go so far with it and then step away and come back with fresh ears, fresh eyes,
hmm,
I'm like, wow, that is good enough. Like it's good. I
hmm,
was, you know what I mean? Trying to take it someplace it didn't need to go.
yeah,
Yeah, that sounded close, man.
yeah.
Like they're coming for us.
Oh man, bikers.
Hide, hide now. No, yeah. So the whole, I don't know, what's that advice when it gets frustrating? You're doing it because it's fun, right?
Yeah,
It's a
right.
hobby, and if
Mhm.
it's no longer be fun because it's getting frustrating,
Yeah, take a break.
take a break from it. Get fresh eyes. That dude,
I mean,
I didn't learn that lesson as a kid. I learned that lesson as an adult.
the past couple months since I've been off work, I haven't like PC gamed at all.
Right.
Like I took a break.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah,
Neither have I. Really, just Kerbal here and there. Like,
yeah.
and I don't even put time. That's the thing. Like, you know how much time we put into Rust and a few
Hmm.
other games. Like, we had time.
Well, yeah, because my kid was still like a baby.
Right.
Yeah, and yours was like coming to
Two.
like or
Getting ready to start
getting ready
preschool.
to start getting So
And we put hours into Rust.
yeah,
I 100% love gaming, but anytime I play games lately, a half hour, hour, and then I just stop and go do something else. I put it down because I know the time suck it can be.
yeah.
You know what
Well,
I mean? So that's why
okay.
I'm trying to devote more time to other things that need done rather than putting 8 hours into a game that, yeah, it might be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And not that there's nothing wrong with it if you can afford the time. I can't always.
So here's what I want to do. I just had this idea.
Okay.
Because I'm getting back into model mining, but I want to paint some, but I don't want to get swamped with like 1,000 minis because then it's no fun anymore. Okay. No, for real. That's what happened last time.
Right, right.
But like D&D, like if you would want to do like an hour or two a week to play D&D, because like that's getting big on Twitch too.
Right.
Is like people, yeah. And I would paint the minis and like get the terrain together,
Possibility, man.
and I'd run the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
can't look at me for any of that.
yeah, like
Can't
I would
look at
handle
me.
like pretty much everybody would just like, and I'd help with like the like video and whatnot. Like
Oh, you want to get into that?
yeah, like
Dude, that's a rabbit hole.
I think I could edit some video though.
Oh, you don't want to do it live. You want to do video. So
Oh,
you're
well,
going to
we could do it
record and
live
then
and
upload?
then we could do it live, and then if I want to chop it up, we can
Like,
chop it up. Like,
here's obviously this show I would broadcast. I don't mind broadcasting live.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But if I had my choice, there's no way to do live and edited, finesse processed video. You can't. I mean, I suppose.
because
No.
here's the thing for the live, you'd really only have like you have a switcher, so you could
Switch cameras.
switch camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
So like I guess a DM might want to handle that. Like I could run the switcher.
Right.
Yeah,
DM do the campaign.
yeah.
then you run it.
I could come up with some.
Yeah, that's a big part.
I
and
just need to know like. Well, no, the biggest part is finding players. That's the biggest
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
I mean, because we do, like,
Yeah.
obviously, anybody that has watched the show recently, this show started out in a completely different place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did I do much switching before we had this? I think I could click in OBS, but it was just too much.
Yeah.
So we had like a wide angle shot of us talking for a few episodes,
Yeah.
and it gradually keeps updating. But no, we can. Hopefully, this don't kill the whole show. Ooh, get that guy off the screen.
Yeah.
And we got that guy.
That guy.
We got.
That.
Ooh, we got that. That's always a good one. That's the popular one there. But if I'm trying to focus on that, plus on chat,
Yeah.
plus the conversation, at some point it becomes too much, and I just have to I just let it go. Yeah, believe me, if I had some monkey that would come in here and sit and poke buttons, I would let him do it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it can't be too hard. You can tell kind of when a conversation's going to switch gears, and somebody's going to have a lot to say or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it literally don't need to switch over to you and you say yeah and then back to me, that.
Yeah, you and I have a rapport at this point. Like we every once in a while we still step on each other's words, but definitely not as much as in the beginning.
No, the beginning was rough. I agree, real rough. That's the thing. Like, I don't care if we have 0 listeners or 1. Oh, well, obviously we care.
Yeah.
But not saying we don't care about the listeners. But I'm just saying if it's 0, 1 person listening, 1 person watching, or 100, 1,000, 10,000. I want to see the progression of the show. Like after in a year, another year,
Yeah.
How has it evolved? And what's it evolved into? Like as far as there's so much to it. The intros, the outros. If we're gonna do like video for the intro instead of a static image with a countdown,
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff planned. It's just the time implementing it or teaching somebody.
Yeah.
Either way, it takes time.
Either way, yeah.
Oh, but no. Make it relatable. What do you think about somebody that wants to make social media their hobby, like a young adult?
No,
Teenager.
as we were saying, find another hobby.
Right.
Probably, I'd say don't. Well, I mean, there are people out there who are just really sociable. I mean, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
nothing wrong with giving it a shot.
What are you saying? Not everybody can be the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to be famous for doing nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
And clearly, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, right now we can't be teen moms. We couldn't even be 30s moms. Teen Mom Show on MTV.
Yeah. No.
We're guys, and
It would just be, well, it'd be like us, like, well, I don't know, like making jokes. Yeah.
dude, we should have a pitch to somebody.
Okay.
Like they got the Teen Mom shows and Teen Mom OG, Teen Mom 2.
Yeah.
We
We
need
have
to
some
make
funny-
a dad's
A dad version. Yeah. Like,
show and pitch it and see if it gets picked up.
yeah, because, like, I don't know. Like, I rant.
Yeah.
In real life, I rant.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah. Oh, I rant, man. When I get mad, I get mad.
yeah. Like,
That's the thing, though. When I get mad about something, I don't usually, no matter how mad I am, if it's a tiny thing or a huge blow up, like I'm angry,
yeah.
usually within a few minutes, I can look back on it and
calm
like,
down, yeah.
oh, you're
Yeah.
such a dumbass.
Yeah,
Like,
that's I'm always at that point too. Like when I lose it, I'm like, I look back, I'm like, man, such an idiot. That's what yeah.
you're such a kid.
You're
Grow up.
yeah,
You've
grow
got
up, yeah.
kids. Act like an adult. Don't let them be acting more mature than you.
Yeah.
They're only, 6 and almost 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No, I understand that.
Yeah. But so no, it'd be funny though.
But no, the hobby. So, what if somebody? Okay, say your kid or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, they get to that point where they're starting to gain traction on social media. YouTube is social media. I mean, it's a social platform.
Yeah.
It is a community. Say she starts gaining traction, or even mine, or both, whatever.
Say, well, in this hypothetical
And
future,
yeah,
where they're in
hypothetical
high
future,
school,
it comes down to like, I can quit school and dedicate all my time to this, and it's like a feasible thing, like
Yeah,
to spread out from YouTube and create a business. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say no, stay in school?
I think I'd have to be like, well, how much money are you making?
Right. Let's
That's
run,
like the dad answer, though,
let's
isn't
run
it?
these numbers.
Yeah, that's the dad answer, right? Well, how much you
Yeah.
making? Like,
You're gonna be making more than me.
Yeah.
I can retire. You're gonna do all the work.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll be a bodyguard. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll call the school right now. All right, we're not trying to negatively influence people, but
Well, honestly, like if that was my kid, though, I'd be like, well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like it's a real opportunity. I imagine that would be hard. Like imagine put yourself in a place that like Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone,
See, I think
his
that,
parents.
yeah, Macaulay Culkin. I think, well, we were saying like social media and stuff, they gain traction on there, but we were also saying like not until like you're 16, like you have a
Right.
car, and like my thing with that, like, yeah, yeah, you probably shouldn't be famous younger than that either. I think that messes
Right.
with a kid. Like it's
Well, and he actually, I mean, not that he wasn't without problems,
yeah.
but he's actually a pretty
He turned out
solid dude.
yeah,
Good, yeah.
like yeah,
But he always had a level of discipline.
and like his parents were pretty like disciplined too.
Right.
Yeah, so
Like when he wasn't working, he was doing schoolwork, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, not everybody turned like I don't know even the term I'm looking for, cliche or whatever it is.
yeah.
I'm glad I looked at the clock, man.
Oh man,
I am glad I looked at the clock. We're gonna
Wow.
roll for a little bit more.
all right.
But no, I know when you look at a lot of and I mean,
A lot of them though, it doesn't turn out that great.
no,
Yeah.
it don't. And look, if you want, Disney's huge
Mm-hmm.
on entertainment for kids. That's their whole platform for the
Yeah.
most part, other than Marvel and a few other properties they own. But yeah, you can't have obviously you can't have all adults
Mm.
working for you to entertain kids. You got to bring kids into the mix, you know. So I think that would be a tough decision, and not to discourage any. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to discourage anybody from putting their kid in acting classes or trying if they want to go into TV or movies or singer, whatever, any of that. I don't think I could do it though, man. Like me, not saying because I'm restricted with time,
Mm-hmm.
but to just take away from,
Like a childhood, you mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember my childhood for the most part, and growing up in a time that wasn't electronic devices and screens in your face for a lot of time of the day. Like I think it's funny. It's not funny, like hilarious, but it's just funny when I hear people talk about it, like, oh, and even celebrities online, YouTube celebrities. When I hear them talking about, oh, I'm doing this all day, looking at my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I look at mine, but
I
not
do.
really. And people get mad too, like if you don't answer them
Mm.
right away. And it's like I don't I have my phone in my pocket when I'm going somewhere, but when I'm at home or where I am, it gets set down. Like I'm not babysitting that thing. So if you want to get mad, okay. But yeah, no, I don't know. I remember childhood in the time before this, and
Mm-hmm.
trying to bring it all together. And I don't. I want to try and provide that experience while also keeping things current. You know what I mean? Like, look, this is stuff that you are lucky you have this. You have some. You have one of the. You can hold on. You can carry around in your hand one of the greatest tools ever invented. In a computer, a tablet, a smartphone,
Mm-hmm.
because you can look up stuff and get information.
Like in a pinch, like, oh man, that dude over there is choking. CPR, bang.
Right,
Or
yeah.
like the Heimlich, yeah, like
Yeah, and you can not that you're going to be a pro at it or be certified,
no, but like
but you may be able to save a life.
Yeah.
What you know what I mean? Or hey, somebody was drowning, somebody pulled them out of the water,
Yeah.
but they're not breathing right, and somebody's trying to administer CPR, but how to treat for that person? There's
Mm-hmm.
so much you can literally look up anything. We used to have to go to the library for info, dude,
yeah.
and who knows how accurate it was,
And then like take a note, like write it down so you have a copy. Yeah.
or borrow the
Or
book.
borrow the book.
Don't mess the book up.
Yeah.
We're gonna charge you for it when you bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do libraries. That's a funny concept, man.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's just like, oh, I need to go print something off because I don't really have a printer anymore.
Yes, I'm gonna go to the library and print it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's wrap this show up today.
All right.
I didn't do any of the shilling. I'm gonna cut down on the shilling thing. Like, we have the name up. I'm gonna start throwing the website. I'm gonna throw somehow the website and the YouTube and everything into the pre-roll.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna have like our own little advertisement running somewhere on our screen eventually. It's all stuff I'm working
I
on.
mean, the website's up in the corner, so
Right, right. Yeah. We can click through over here. There, shill that.
shill that. There you go. The YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube. It is growing slowly, super slowly, but that's okay.
Oh, it's growing? Yeah.
One by one, man. That's all we can hope for.
Hey, man.
Yeah. We're not that much of a lag, man. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Okay. Anyhow, how do we tie this all up? Or did we already do a sufficient job?
Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of our topics tied into each other in a weird way.
I do think so.
Yeah.
I think it kind of hits home. It's true. Like it's something we're not experts on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody's an expert at being a parent and raising.
No.
You know what I mean? But I imagine after you raise one or have, you know what I mean, been around somebody, whatever, you kind of get a knack
Yeah.
for dealing with it. You know, hopefully as you grow older, you grow wiser. I can't say that's the case for
Everybody. but-
100% of the population. After all, some people still believe the earth is flat, but not us, not here.
It's irrelevant. Like, who? Like,
Hey, did NASA send you a check last week?
no.
you
I'm
get-
getting-
no?
Maybe it is flat. Yeah.
Oh,
oh.
one missed payday, and you're going to start promoting that.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, okay. I see whose side you're on.
Yeah.
Your own side.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hobbies. Get a hobby. If
Well, I'm serious. I like I said, like I'll talk off the air, but like
Yeah.
finding players is the hardest thing for D&D. And then we can move over to Twitch, maybe go to just chatting like as well. See if we can gain some traction there.
what was I going to say? Oh, that's another thing. In this small area, have you ever heard people be like, "I'm bored. There's nothing to do"? You ever heard somebody say that in our area here? Like,
Not too often though.
yeah, I hear people say it all the time. I'm
Oh,
bored.
really?
There's nothing to do. There's nothing in this town.
Oh.
You know, nothing in this town. I'm gonna, going out or whatever. There's
Oh.
nothing to do. You know, oh crap. There's lots to do.
There's
You just
lots
gotta get a hobby.
Yeah, get a hobby.
Get something fun to do. Get something that you're not good at. Figure out how to do it and then improve it.
Yeah.
You know, I guess not everything. Does every hobby have to be? I mean, let's look at it like this: how pro can you get at putting puzzles together?
Pretty pro because my kid's just like she's like, "Oh, let's do a puzzle. Let's play a puzzle." And then she just stands
pro.
there and yells at you and makes you put the puzzle together.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
that's part of parenthood.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
being dad.
You know.
Yeah, no.
So I'm getting pretty good at those.
Oh, all right. Sweet. 1,000 pieces yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Keeping it pretty simple, but yeah, she likes puzzles.
Yeah, I like. That's one thing I've come to appreciate is kid logic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give me all your money.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Here, you can have some, but not all of it. Well, I need more.
No, you don't.
No, what do you need more for? Oh, for Meg. Like, no, you don't. What? I need more. Everybody wants some. Well, yes, of course they do, but you got to work for this.
Yeah.
You know, no, just the logic, the missing.
Yep.
It's great, man. It's entertaining. Kids aren't for everybody though. But hey,
Nope. Oh no, like I'm light at the end of the tunnel because like like 5, 6, like I can see it. Like she's gonna start like reasoning a little more and like calm down. Like I can see it coming already. And then-
dude, it's a
Yeah.
great thing.
Well, and she's like in school and stuff, and
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I guess being dads, I don't think we'll ever quite have the bond with with any of our kids the way they have a bond with their mother, because mother being pregnant and carrying them.
Yeah.
It's a different type bond from kid to mom to kid to dad.
Yeah.
But no, there's just certain points, and I don't know, just I don't even know what you want to call it, but certain points where it's like your kid does something, and you're just like, wow, like you get a whole new level of realization.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had quite a few of those hit me over the years, and it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
It's a good thing usually.
like
when
this little dude's not even 2 yet, and he figured out something that I didn't figure out till I was like an adult. Like, okay,
Oh yeah.
this is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, Like some of it's really scary, but hey,
I don't know. Like my daughter, when she was 2, she was like, she pointed at me and she was like, called me money, and like held out her hand, and I was like, wow. I
ooh,
was like, already, man.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. Give me money.
Yeah.
Hey man, it makes the world go round.
Yeah.
It's evil, but it's also necessary at this point.
Yeah.
But stay tuned because apparently society wants to go cashless someday.
We'll
It's
see.
not going to solve problems, but we'll see.
Probably not, but we'll see.
All right, people, I think we ran out of steam for this week. We're not going to drag it on.
All right.
Do stay tuned, though. We are going to do a call-in show.
Maybe on Twitch, like the comment, you might get more random people because there's actually people who just like, like, oh, let's see what's
Cycle
going
Twitch,
on.
looking for what's live.
Yeah, like old channel surfing. You know what I mean?
You can channel surf on Twitch.
Yeah.
Easier than other
Yeah,
platforms.
because it just puts up everything that's live right now.
Bang.
Yeah.
All right.
So that might be the place to like gain some.
Well, we still have, like, we don't have anything going out to Twitch now, so we can send to Twitch, too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can, any platform that is supported by Restream, we can send to that.
Yeah, like I said, just chatting's like I usually see it number 3. Like so like
We're going to Facebook currently and YouTube, and then we have doubled for YouTube. That's why it's the paid service, because we are doubling. We're going to 2 YouTube channels simultaneously and Facebook. One is the podcast YouTube channel. The other was the backup archive. But hey, got to do something, man. Anyhow, get a hobby. Hopefully one of those hobbies. If you're not into video, while you're doing one of those hobbies, you can listen to the Antisocial Experience podcast on headphones while you're doing one of your hobbies.
Yeah.
Don't
like
delay.
Painting minis, great for like I listen to podcasts
Exactly.
when I'm painting minis. Yeah.
Don't delay. Subscribe and download today. Antisocial Experience podcast, iTunes, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. Check it out. We're out there.
Where all the podcasts are found.
Have a good week, people.